Hey guys, it's Michelle Williams with MassLive, and I am here at the Biggie where I am trying V One Vodka's new Frozé. So I can show you a bit about the bar. So we are in the Young Building where they have a craft cocktail bar set up, and we are going to step over and talk to the founder of V One Vodka. Hi Paul, how are you doing?
How you doing?
So you have poured us some of the new Frozé. Can you tell us a bit about it?
Yeah, it's actually I have something very exciting that we're working on with V1 and a company in France. I can't really announce it till the end of October, but it was one of my inspirations about doing a Polish vodka with a French wine.
I see, yeah.
And of course, seeing in Boston, some of the big cities, seeing a Frozé being, you know, the popular drink, and I actually had one in Boston. I said, well, let's put a shot of V1 vodka in this, and it tasted really well. So
tell us a bit about what's in it exactly.
So the first thing was choosing a really good base wine and going to the local liquor store and trying, 15 different French rosés and finding one that was really balanced. And to me, having a drink that's really good, that's balanced, not too sweet, not too sour. So we have a really good French rosé. So it's 4 ounces of that. 1 ounce of V1 vodka, maybe 1.5 ounces if I'm pouring it, and some strawberry puree, 1/4 ounce of that, with white cranberry juice. Okay. So it really is like packed a punch. I mean, you're gonna drink it and be like, or when people buy one, they'll be like, is there a lot of alcohol in this? But there's really two pours of alcohol.
Oh, so it really does pack a punch.
Mm-hmm.
And how much does it retail for?
So they're $11.
$11. And they can find them here at the Young Building.
Yep,
and
so we're inside the Young Building. This is called our craft cocktail bar, and we also, for the first time, we have a food truck outside, so that's outside door 1, where we're serving our fried martini and our Frozé. So.
And then you also have the top shelf bar. Can they find them there as well?
Nope. So this is the only spot.
Okay.
So it's kind of a cool story that 10 years ago, the Biggie brought me in. We were in a small room there, and I used to wipe tables for them. We did a martini bar, and now we have 6 locations that we're located. And each one is unique in what we sell. So we have some infusions by the New England Beer Pub. We're putting V1 in with some nice pumpkin beer, but in the Worst House.
Okay.
So that here we're doing the Frozé, the craft cocktails.
That's great. And I mean, you have such a presence at the Biggie. I mean, which is a real credit to your brand. Can you tell us a bit more about the founding of V1?
Yeah, so it started in my basement 13 years ago now, and a few weeks after I launched, I was in the front page of the Republican, so I'm always grateful for that. And managers of the executives of the Biggie said, hey, we want to bring you in. And so started in my basement when I went to Poland to look for a different recipe, and behind me there is a picture of some of my equipment in Poland. And I went there not to save money, not because that was my heritage, and I was convinced the only way to make one of the world's best vodkas is to go where vodka was invented.
Yeah. So
if you want to make a great champagne, you go to France. You want to make a good cigar, you go to Cuba. You want to make a good vodka, you go to Poland. So it's my recipe. It's unique because we're only made from spelt. Spelt is a very unique variety of wheat. It's one of the ancient grains. It's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, all these things. So we're much healthier than a lot of vodkas because a lot of vodkas today are made from corn. Mm-hmm. And corn, when you pump your gas, it says 10% ethanol, that's corn vodka. Okay. So that's the cheapest ingredient. We're made from one of the better ingredients. And I must say, MassLive and the people of Western Mass have supported V1 like nothing else. And so I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you've absolutely seen some community support. So how much do you produce per year?
So we're producing about 100,000 liters.
Wow.
And something that I'm also going to announce in October, to 2 things, one from France and one in Poland. We are doing something very unique over there that our production will increase by about 50 times bigger. So we've stayed small, we stayed local, and I think I'm ready now. It's the time to kind of spread our wings. We're going to go to more states, more countries.
That's fantastic. All right, so I'm going to try that in a minute, but I just want to show folks some of the flavors you have laid out.
Yeah, so we have 3 other flavors, but the reason I put these 3 out is, of course, our traditional is our top selling. Our triple berry, which is one of our top flavors, our grapefruit, and this is actually our least selling one, but it's my personal favorite. And I think
the hazelnut.
People don't know what to do with it, but I tell you, when the weather gets a little cold out and you have that sweatshirt on, and you put the V1 hazelnut on the rocks, and we actually have Hadley maple syrup in here.
Oh, wow.
We ship over 1,000 gallons of maple syrup to Poland. And so there's 1 ounce of maple in every bottle. So it's hazelnut with a hint of maple. For people that like the brown spirits, the whiskeys, the bourbons, you know, it's the same color, but it's not overly sweet, but you get good hazelnut flavor with the hint of that Hadley maple syrup. And if you guys ever see me out and about, 99% of the time I'm drinking that because I really like it. So
fantastic. And where can people find in Massachusetts find V One Vodka?
So we're in Mass, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. We have on our website a store locator, so you can enter in your zip code and we'll show the closest store. But
how many stores are you in at this point?
You know, over 1,000.
Oh, wow.
If you you know, anywhere from, you know, the MassLive market from, you know, Worcester to the Berkshires, east and west, north and south, you know, Greenfield to Agawam. We're in just about every restaurant, every package store. So.
Fantastic. All right, well, I'm looking forward to trying. So I am gonna grab a cup, take a sip. Oh, wow. So you can definitely take the taste of Frozé. What company did you end up going with for this?
So it's a French name and it's got like a duck on the front, but I can't pronounce I can't pronounce it, but yeah, it's I have to get back to you on that.
That's all right. And so, I mean, you can really taste the Frozé. You taste a hint of the vodka as well as the strawberry. How did you work on the recipe for it?
You know, that's one of the benefits of, I quit my job as a banker in 2005 and started making vodka. And, you know, my worst day making vodka is better than my best day being a banker. So it's literally just going in my kitchen, going to the local liquor store, Liquors 44, Table and Vine, and saying, hey, you know, give me, you know, a good bottle of rosé. Obviously, it can't be $100 because we're doing it, but in that $15, $20 bottle, and just trying. And again, like what we tried to do with the regular V1, and the reason why we use spelt versus other ingredients is to really make it smooth and drinkable. So, and I think that's one of the things we're good at is having that balance of like not overly sweet, but not too dry. And so the 4 ounces, that's a regular wine pour. So we're doing it in a 10-ounce cup. So you gotta kind of fill it up and be relatively the same. So you know, you gotta put 1.5 ounces of V1, and then the strawberry. I tasted it within the wine. That would hint good with that, and then white cran to give a little tartness to it.
Now the strawberry tastes very fresh. It doesn't taste like you know, some sweetener added. Can you tell us a bit about the source of that? Yeah,
we just do a strawberry puree.
Oh,
so pretty simple.
And how many? You know, it's been a couple days of the Biggie so far. How many cups have you sold so far? Would you estimate?
Over 1,000.
Really?
We you know, in my mind, I always have, you know, when you do something new, you never know what to expect in terms of, am I going to sell 10 or am I going to sell 10,000? But if we could sell a couple hundred a day, that would pay our expenses and all that stuff, and we're doing like double that. So
wow, that's fantastic.
Really, we got a great review from MassLive on it previously, and other outlets, so that really helped in word of mouth. And once people see them, because it is so unique, that, you know, there really is nothing kind of like this.
Yeah,
and
I mean, I was outside and I heard quite a few young people walking past saying, "Oh, rosé? Has that been kind of the reaction you've been hearing? Yeah.
And so breaking news, the next thing, and please no one steal this for the Biggie, but Friesling. So we're going to do something with that. So we'll have the 2 next year.
Oh, no kidding.
Friesling, so
that people can see this next year. If they can't make the Biggie this year, they can get it next year.
And the one thing about you know, this cocktail is I am not. There's a big trend to mix beer and alcohol and to mix wine, and I'm not that. I like to stay. If I'm out drinking, I want to drink one kind, because obviously you get a lot, especially with V1, you get a lot less of a hangover. But this combination, especially with the rosé that we chose, it really is balanced. And I knew I was onto something. We were at the media party for the Biggie, and one of the executives from the Biggie was 10 in the morning. He's like, "Let me try this." And after 10, he said he really liked it. So that was like kind of my first bringing it out in public. And again, it's refreshing. The weather's been tremendous. You know, the warm weather, people just like to be out drinking, and this is a great drink. So.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to let you go so I can have a bit more of this rosé. Thanks for joining us.